Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Our party of Tava, Karlach, Shadowheart, and Astarion have made their way to the depths of this secret area beneath the Masons Guild in Rythwin, where we hope to find the hidden treasures or stockpiles or armory of the Selûnite resistance from many years ago when the locals were gearing up to fight against Ketheric Thorm and his Sharan armies. We're going to go ahead and explore this area, but we're not sure if there are additional traps or dangers here, so we're going to take it a little bit on the slow side. We're going to start by going around, I think, the left side. So we're going to have everybody sneak up, and then Tava will lead the way, investigating as we go. It does seem that there is something here, something with vision. We're not sure what it is, however. So let's hope we can make a successful perception check here and find whatever has got this vision cone over here. We can get to here, and we still haven't seen anything, so we're not sure what might be causing this. I do think this is an interesting opportunity to perhaps use minor illusion and see if this triggers anything for us. Now I want to make sure he's not going to move when he does this, so we'll just pop it down maybe over here and see what that triggers. Okay. This thing did trigger something. It looks like Tava is the only one who got into combat here. And we may be dealing with something invisible. So, let's go back over here to our boy Astarion. And I believe he has see invisibility. Let's cast that on him. Okay, he can now see these shadows. And he's in the turn order, and he's used his action. Or no, he hasn't used his action. Interesting. So we can see what's there now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 shadows. Hold on. Got a shadow over there, there, and then the boss monster, the Wraith, is down there. All right. So Tava can see them as a result of, I guess, Astarion being able to see invisibility. So she now has the opportunity to get involved. We also can get these other two involved. So I think we're definitely gonna bring out a Spirit Guardians here. And that puts her in the turn order. I think we'll stick together close with Shadowheart here. She's used her action. Let's get Karlach involved as well. I think after this we're gonna have to long rest, so let's burn well, do we want to burn a rage charge? I guess she can get there. Now, what is their AC looking like? 13, very low. All right, let's make sure that her passive and Astarion's passives are both enabled. Sharpshooter, let's turn that on. Uncanny dodge, let's turn that on. Okay. Back to Karlach now. We can always rage as a bonus action, but then again, these guys probably are not doing normal weapon attacks, so the rage may not help her. Let's just have her go in and get started attacking. Okay, took one out straight away. Let's go for another one. And there's our bonus action to finish him off. Okay. Very cool. She rolled high. That is her turn.
I won't give in.
Let's have Tava do something here. Her radiant damage is going to be helpful, but only if she can get where she needs to go. So if I try to bonus action jump down here, does she take any damage? No. All right, let's have her come down here. And can she get there? She can. All right. Let's see if we need to dump a smite into this guy. This guy's the Wraith. He's got 67 hit points.
Soul is in good hands.
Let's throw a Divine Smite in there. Let's hit again. And another one. Okay, he's down to 4 hit points already. That's a fantastic turn from her. Gonna life drain on her. Let's... Yeah, let's use shield blow. Why not? I don't know if these guys are immune to prone or what. It must be immune to prone. They're all going after her. That's fine. She's got super high AC. Okay, Astarion here is up. I would love to get a shot. Now, is this on? Yeah, those are both on. Okay. What's your AC? 13 also, very low. Okay, let's see if we can get a sneak attack on this guy. If we move up to here, perhaps we can. I don't know if we're gonna have a shot at him around this. Okay, 65% chance to hit. You know what? Let's actually turn sharpshooter off and just take a normal shot. He's only got 4 hit points. There we go. That kills him. A good turn from Astarion. We can cunning action hide.
They won't know what bit them.
And turn. Shadowheart here. Now she's got her Spirit Guardians on, so all we really need to do is dash down there. We could have her bonus action jump down. That's going to do some damage to this guy. Let's get over here. 28 damage, fantastic. And then where can she move? Let's just move as close to Tava as we can. Great turn from her. Okay, now, Astarion, you can see invisibility, right? Maybe he doesn't have the vision he needs? We cast it once. Did he lose? He didn't lose concentration on that, did he? Does that only last? No, he's still got see invisibility up. So somehow we can't see where these guys are. They might have, like, they might be in the ethereal plane or something. Let's see. They were kind of over in this direction, so maybe we send him over here. Maybe if we get close enough. Let's use a cunning action dash here. And let's head down the ladder. We don't know if or when he'll be seen. I guess we come around here and hope we get close enough to see them. Saved scene. Yeah, somebody saw us. Okay. But for some reason his see invisibility isn't showing them. Not quite sure what to make of that. I mean, we can't do anything because we can't see them. So I guess our best bet is to continue movement. We'll use a regular action to dash here. And make our way this way, I guess. There we go. Now we can see this one. All right. Let's get in melee so maybe we get an opportunity attack. That's the best we can do. That's decent because at least now we know where one of them is. So do we have a way to attack this? Perhaps if we Misty Step as a bonus action? Yeah, let's Misty Step here. Let's get some attacks going. There's one Divine Smite.
These boots have seen everything.
And that's all we can do. We don't know where the other one is right now. I guess the best thing we can do with Karlach is come over this way.
Close ranks.
Maybe accidentally bump into it or see it. No, nothing doing, huh? Okay. Let's come over here then. I think it's got to be in this general area. That's all we can do. It's going to have to act. It was over here. We didn't see it for some reason. And then it walked right into her Spirit Guardians and killed itself. So fantastic. Excellent fight.
Blood? No, never mind.
All right. Let's resume our exploration.
Calloused hands work a hammer and chisel around a massive slab of rock. Months from now, a face will take shape.
You can carry me.
Got rows of books. Corsairs of Luskan. Luskan is a town in the high north. near Icewind Dale, far up in the icy cold parts of the northern Sword Coast, and it's famously governed by pirates. Harvest of Memory. This one I'm not sure what that is, but a lot of these lore books, I'm sort of not over it exactly, but they're not serving a purpose for me, so I don't really need to read them all. Okay, more shadow vestiges where we killed them, and then we've got the Mason's letter here. Alfred, you're probably surprised that I'm writing, though no more surprised than me. You warned me of Thorm's malice, yet I took up hammer and trowel to build that cursed tower. You warned me of coming war, yet I built a prison that would contain his foes. You warned me. I did not listen. It is my deepest regret, and I must atone. I know more about the tower's construction than anyone, and possess innumerable tools and supplies besides. Gather your allies at last light, and let us devise a plan to infiltrate Moonrise. Ketheric plans for war. He expects to face halberds and staves in the light of day. We will end him with a dagger to the back before he can so much as raise a blade. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I hope that you'll try. Your brother, Morfred. This is really interesting because it sounds like there is a secret passage from Last Light to the Moonrise Towers. Maybe we can get inside and bypass the external sentries. That could be very interesting. I can't remember whether we found anything like that back at the Last Light, but maybe it's worth going back to take another look. There's a Mason's letter, and there's another letter there in terms of decoration, but... we also have the Mason's log. That's probably worth checking out. How quickly things change. The Thorms are Selionite through and through, or so I believed. Perhaps Ketheric only converted for Melodia, and with her death and then his daughters, his faith died too. But to turn to Shar? It beggars belief. Ketheric's justiciars are growing greater in number, and more determined to rout any traces of Selûne in Wraithwin. Why do they think this town was built? One cannot rip out the foundations of a building and expect it to remain standing. Brother and I remain the last two bastions of Our Lady of Silver in the town. A few, the trusting few, come to worship in secret by moonlit nights. Others, converts all. Whether they truly believe, I cannot say. Impossible, isn't it? Sick of standing idle while justiciars gain power in our humble town. What will become of us if we allow it? I met a man who was no man, touched by a devil, or maybe worse. But he offered me something I couldn't refuse. Help. The time is now. Ketheric's justiciars, their stronghold in the temple below, they will be wiped out. All of them. I didn't ask how. I just want them gone. Let the Harpers have it, Ketheric, now. They'll make short work of him. Well... Okay, so that's completed the quest. Investigate the something, something, something. We reached the Masons Guild and found the writings of Morfred, the leader of the Selionite resistance. He was determined to fight on against the Sharns however he could, even if it cost him his life. So really, the only really valuable piece of intel we have is that there's possibly some sort of passage from Last Light to the tower. That's complete. That's complete. Okay. Is there anything else of value here? I guess there's the gilded chest. Probably nothing up in these. And then the shadow vestige might have something. Or no, it was the Wraith. The Wraith was the thing we killed. That didn't leave anything behind. Alright, let's just go into the gilded chest, see what's here.
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay, Astarion, if you would be so kind. Oh, it's a pretty high DC here. Critical success, nat 20. Okay, we'll take it. And then let's have you crack this open.
Let's crack it open.
Critical failure. Okay. I'm glad that happened in that order and not the reverse. There we go. 31.
No one back home, will it?
Actually, you know what? Let me just double check. I know we looked at passives for Karlach and Astarion. What does she have? Lathander's Light. Sheds Holy Light in a 6-meter radius. So if we're sneaking around, we might want to turn this off. I'm not sure. We'll just keep in mind that we have that there.
Trust now.
Yeah. All right.
All right, what now?
Let's see what their last treasure was. Helmet of Arcane Acuity. Okay, another... That's really not that good. We'll just sell that. I guess there's probably a build that could be made with all the different Arcane Acuity items. Like if you had 5 of them... If you were getting 5 stacks every time whatever the trigger condition is that happened that gets you extra damage, that's like a good thing. So that could be something you could build towards, but we've got so much better items already that it's not really that interesting. If we make our way out of here, yeah, we've seen everything there is to see down here. So I think we head back up to the inn. And I think it's time for us to take a... we do want to investigate the remainder of the Shadow Curse lands before we head to Moonrise. So we definitely need to get over here to the Waning Moon. Although that might be inside Moonrise Towers complex, I'm not sure. And there's a little bit more to investigate north of the House of Healing that we didn't see. But I think it's time for us to take a long rest. Sad though it is to say that we'll lose some of our buffs and things. And lose our elixirs, but... You know, what can you do? Let's go ahead and check in with our quartermaster. We've got some wares to sell.
I sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it.
Let's see your wares. All right, we're gonna sell our artwork here. Very nice.
I've got a lot.
Tava's got 500 gold worth of wares to sell. There we go. Very nice. I don't think we need the stuffed owlbear toy. We don't need the stuffed bear. We don't need her... Well, we might hold on to her homely clothes here. We don't need the... I don't know about Dad's hand axe. Oh, this is something we should do, actually. What do we have here? Sell 1 dagger. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not sure about what this is. I think it's just a standard axe. I think the fact that we found it near Oliver's kind of like playhouse makes me think that it's special. It's also got a special name, but I don't think we need it.
Take care now.
Let's go ahead and just send it to camp for now. If we need it, we'll find it there. And this has reminded me, we should head back to the forge and complete the masterwork weapon. So before we take our long rest, let's do that. So if we go to... I'm trying to remember where it was. It was in the Blighted Village, right?
But it can take a beating.
And then we get a backpack for some reason. Every time I travel between regions, the game throws an empty backpack in my inventory. I don't understand why. But it's fine. We can just keep throwing it away. I guess, like, if you were crazy, you could just sit here and travel back and forth and collect, like, 100 backpacks and sell it for 100 gold. But... Or you could, like, nest the backpacks inside of each other. Make some sort of, like, eternal backpack nesting doll. How do we get down? It was down the well, right? Yeah, down the well was the way to go, I think. So that's over where? Over here? Yeah, okay, let's go down the well. And then... Right, it's a bit of a trek to get there, as I recall. We're trying to get... Where are we trying to get? Oh, wait, can we just climb this? I might have missed this last time. I think this takes us directly up to where we're trying to go, right? Wasn't it up here? Yeah.
Let's get going.
And then down here we have... Right. She's got to, like, make... She's got to make a jump. Here we go. Alright, the melting furnace. Let's throw the dagger in there and see what a masterwork dagger looks like.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering. A candy-sweet scent wafts forth. The Susa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The dagger is yours for the taking.
All right, there's our masterwork weapon completed. Let's see what the result is.
I can't forge a weapon without starting a fire.
Wait a minute. Where's the weapon? Does it go into her inventory? We sent this to Halson. Oh, maybe this is what it's about. He doesn't exist in this region? Yeah, okay. So whenever you leave the region where Halson exists, it sends you a backpack with all of his stuff. That's weird. Here we go. Susur dagger. So 1d4 plus 5 piercing. Silences targets on hit. Interesting. That is really interesting.
Keep a blade close.
So fighting against mage type enemies. This could be a really nice offhand weapon for Astarion. Where did it go? Didn't we just send this to Astarion? Where did it go? Wait a minute, who has it? Oh, I sent it to Shadowheart by accident. Okay. So for him, he's got a short sword right now, which does have the D6. And I guess theoretically gives him access to this weird action. But maybe only in the main hand. I think it's better. I think this is better. Silence on a +1 dagger. Yes, it's got a lower damage dice, but the ability to silence a target on hit as an anti-mage weapon, that's incredible. Wow, really nice. Send that to Tava. Okay. Well, there's that mission completed. Let's go ahead and travel back to the last light. So I gotta remember that with melee attacks, with his offhand, Astarion can now silence spellcasters. Super handy, really nice. If we go up against like a very powerful mage, if we can open up with a with that attack from ambush with you know, sneak attack and silence on a mage, amazing. Okay, so we are going to take a long rest here, but before we do, I want to see if I can, like, take a look and figure out, is there... Maybe from the basement. Maybe we want to go down to the basement and take a look and see if there's a secret passage that we've somehow missed. Because that was mentioned in the Resistance leaders, the Mason's notes. So how do we get to the basement here? Is there a hatch? I can't quite remember. I feel like we've been there, but I can't remember how to get there. See, if we look at the map, there's like this right here. We're like standing right on top of this, but it must be below us. So if we go around, yeah, if we go around the outside. Okay, hold on.
Just about.
Come down here.
Around too long, though.
Okay, so we're in the cellar of the Last Light Inn. But we've already pretty much investigated this, right? We can't go over here because there's no pathway. It doesn't really look like there's anything down here. Something that we might have missed? Any kind of a hatch or secret tunnel? So maybe not. We investigated pretty thoroughly. I feel like we would have found it if it was down there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is down there and I just, you know, straight up missed it. But for now, I think the only thing left to do is take our long rest and then head out for our last day of adventuring here in the, maybe our last day. What could very well be our last day of adventuring here in the Shadow Curse lands before we head to, Moonrise Towers and begin exploring that. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and take our long rest.
Wish we had stone.
Since we're here, let's take the time to check in with our companions a little bit. Let's see if anybody has anything interesting to say. So we'll start with our raging barbarian, Karlach.
Hey, soldier.
So you got your second upgrade. How does it feel?
Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate.
Okay. So we know we have to take a trip back to find a way to like get her original heart or find a way to deal with the flames in her engine before they consume her. But I think our main response is just that we're happy for her. I'm very glad you got what you wanted.
Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
What'll you do with your newfound freedom?
Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse.
Okay. Good check-in with her. I can't remember. Did we throw on animal speaking? We did. Let's see what these two have to say real quick. Scratch and the owlbear cub.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
You like it here, huh?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin camp smells like goblins.
Looks like I'm stuck with you.
Yes. Fun.
Give him some pets, and then we'll get out of here.
Ooh, more.
Okay, who else have we got that we can check in with? We can see what Astarion has to say. We could ask him about... We're getting close. If we defeat Ketheric, we're going to be able to head to Baldur's Gate, and then we have to deal with his vampire master.
Need something?
I never asked. Are you Cazador's only spawn, or are there others like you?
Cazador sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6 brothers and sisters. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded And now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Okay. We're not going to let him bite us again. I'm not really interested in what he thinks about Raphael's deal, so that's kind of it for his companion discussions or his talking or whatever. Let's check in with Shadowheart.
These lands may not be under the thrall of Lady Shah for much longer. No matter. She wishes for Ketheric Thorm to be punished. Her darkness was a blessing offered before he betrayed her. She can redirect her powers elsewhere once he is cast down.
Ah, now that is interesting. I'm glad that she has interpreted whatever it is she's interpreted as Lady Shar wishing Ketheric Thorm to be cast down and punished, because it means we don't have a huge conflict with her, which would have been tough to choose between siding with her and siding with what the, lifting the curse and doing whatever we need to combat the absolute. We've seen her get hurt by her wound a couple of times, and I think Tava is concerned about it, so we'll go with this conversation option here. Your wound is causing you too much pain, Shadowheart. There must be a way to heal it.
Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes.
We make a religion check here? I mean, so the problem is that, like, her religion kind of does say you have to suffer if you're going to be true to your faith. You have to live in darkness and forsake hope and love. But I think we want to bend her away from, like, pure zealotry into more of, like, instead of being an Orthodox Shar, we want her to be a Reformed Shar. So, like, she takes things a little bit more lightly. I think we will try to make this religion check here. We'll try to persuade her, you shouldn't have to suffer in order to be true to your faith. Come on, roll decent. Ah, we failed. That's a shame. We have 4 inspirations saved up, and she's so important to us. I think we roll again. We can do better than a 3. There we go.
Perhaps you're right. And perhaps one day I won't have to suffer. But I don't think that day has arrived yet. Lady Shah will ease my pain when she wishes to.
Okay. I don't know if these have anything new, so we might be skipping over...
Fine. What's on your mind?
No, we don't need that.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
Now, this is interesting. She has been focused on her Shar stuff, because we've been dealing with these cursed lands. I feel like you've been distracted of late. Yeah, we haven't had any kind of real intimacy since that one night where we shared the bottle of wine and spent the night together. So, I don't want us to drift apart.
I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find. Give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's go check in with our other companions. We've got Gale and Will, who have not been part of the party. They've been stuck at camp. And then we already spoke with Thaniel and Halson, so we know what they're about. Let's see if Gale has anything new to say.
Tell me, what can I do for you?
How are you feeling? It can't be easy facing the possibility of death.
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Is Mistral always such a demanding goddess?
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
So, at that moment in time, all magic was gone?
For a spell. Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Okay. And Will, what's on your mind?
Well met.
Yeah, how are you feeling about this whole devil thing?
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places.
Yikes.
But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Yeah, I think Tava... I don't think he's fishing for a compliment or even necessarily looking for reassurance. I think he's asking, like, you ask me how I feel that I've changed. How do you feel that I've changed? How does it affect you? And the truth is, Tava looks past these, surface features to the person beneath. She's been that way since the beginning of the playthrough. I see the blade of frontiers, no more and no less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again.
Okay, so that's gonna be everything that our companions want to talk about. Let's go ahead and complete our long rest. I am going to do my usual camp casting, but I just wanted to show you guys real quick what Halsin can do for us. So let me kick him out of the party for a second.
It sounds...
We'll go ahead and take our long rest. Sure, whatever. And then I'll make my way over to Halsin. And he can cast good berries on us, and they just go into our... They go into our inventory. Let's make sure he can actually... He has to join the party for us to do it, but I think it should be okay.
Oakfather preserve you. Then you'll have...
Okay, so he joins the party. I guess we can level him up. Might as well do this while we're here. Druid level 8. Health. He gets a slot. Oh, and then a feat? I don't know what to give him. Does he have... Yeah, he's only got... It's annoying. He's only got... He's got 19 here. I guess for him... I mean, I'm not probably going to have him in the party anytime. Let's go ahead and pop his wisdom to 20. And then... If we get him to 12, we can maybe get him, like, resilient in something. He's probably not got... Hold on. Let me double check something. He has... saving throws. So he's got wisdom +7. So he's proficient in wisdom. Because the rest of these are like plus nothing. So we could get him resilient in dex if we put a point into it. And give him proficiency in dexterity saving throws. Alright. So let's level him up. We'll take an ASI here. So we'll give him 1 point in wisdom and 1 point in dexterity for now. That's fine. And then let's go ahead and cast Goodberry a crap ton of times. Can't remember, is that a first level spell? Yeah, okay. Berries disappear after a long rest. I think they also disappear if we leave the region where he's available. But how many is that for her? She's got 20 good berries here, so that's 20 to 80 healing. I mean, we might as well... Whoops. We might as well use all his spell slots, because he's not coming out of camp. Okay, so with that, we've got, I mean, we probably are not going to use more than 36 of these. That's fine. That's probably overkill. We'll kick him out of the party. We'll go get Gale, do our other camp casting and stuff. And then we'll be ready for the next episode. We're a few minutes shy of a full 45, but I'll call it here and let you guys know that I'm going to finish up my camp casting, prepare for the day. And when we come back, we'll be heading out back into the Shadow Curse lands to investigate the inn for the Cursed Murderer quest, and then probably making our way to Moonrise and seeing what that's all about. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.